Okay, so today we will start our stereochemistry topic named stereochemistry of cyclohexane ring system. So the cyclohexane ring system comes under the title of alicyclic ring systems. Alicyclic is nothing but the system which are not aromatic, which are uh, saturated compounds, and as well as those are cyclic compounds, so that those are the alicyclic compounds. So cyclohexane comes under the heading of alicyclic ring system. So now first we will see how to draw the cyclic alkanes, so which forms are correct forms and which forms are incorrect forms, so how to draw them. So first we will take the example of the correct forms, how to draw cyclohexane systems. So cis cyclohexane, cis 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane and trans 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane. So as you can see in your images, so cis 1,2 cyclohexane, so we have to draw in this way. So cis means both bonds above the plane of the paper, and in the same case we can draw the trans cyclohexane system, trans 1,3 substrate cyclohexane. So trans means one should be above the plane of the paper and another bond should be below the plane of the paper. So these are the correct forms to draw the cyclohexane system. So now how we shouldn't have to draw the cyclohexane system. So sometimes so many students they do write one bond with stereochemistry and one is plain bond. So please don't do such mistakes. So this is incorrect form. So next one, so this is another incorrect form in which one has to draw in between the cyclohexane system, and another one they have to they do draw outside the system. So this is also one of the wrong method to draw the cyclohexane system. The next one, the next incorrect form is one is pointing outside the, that one is showing the stereochemistry, but that one is pointing outside the ring system, and one is it's in random way. Okay, so it should be like this or maybe like this, so don't draw in such a way. So these three forms, those are incorrect form of the drawing of cyclohexane system in case of their stereochemistry. Now we will see which bonds represents the stereochemistry, the proper stereochemistry in cyclic and in acyclic molecules. Okay, so the how to represent the stereochemistry. So here you can see the structure of one compound. In that, here I have written one wedge bond and I have drawn one dash line. Okay, so R1, R2, R3 and R4. So I have designated all these substituents R1, R2, R3 and R4. Out of those four, this simple line, it represents the thing which is in the plane of the paper. Okay, with the molecule, these bonds, they are in the plane of the paper, and the line, wedge line or wedge bond, that one pointing above the plane of the paper. Okay, this represents the above the plane of the paper. And the next one, if you will see, this is dash line, that one represents the substituents presents or substituents pointing below the plane of the paper. So here I have written everything in. So the wedge line, wedge bond, if that one is present on cyclohexane system, cyclic system or acyclic system, that one denotes the substituents present above the plane of the paper. The same way, the substituents present with the dash line, that one present below the plane of the paper. And the third one, the simple plain line denotes or denoted the substituents present in the plane of the paper. So in that way we have to represent the stereochemistry of the compounds. Okay, now we will see the stereochemistry in case of cyclohexane system. So as you know how to draw the stereochemistry of cyclohexane, here I have written one structure about the cyclohexane. So this one is, I am representing 6 methyl groups above the plane, 1 2 3 4 5 6 these bonds, wedge bonds, they are above the plane, and 6 methyl substituents, they are the below the plane. So which I have represented with the green dotted lines, that one, those methyl groups, they are below the plane. Or simply you can draw the structure like this: methyl, methyl. So this is flat conformation of the substituted cyclohexane system. Now the challenge is how to draw all this above the plane methyl groups and below the planes methyl groups in chair conformation. So this is flat conformation. So in flat conformation, that is quite easy to represent the molecule cyclohexane system. But now the challenge is how to draw the different substituted cyclohexane forms with their proper stereochemistry in their chair conformation. So this is now challenge, and so many different reactions comes under this topic only. So stereochemistry of cyclohexane, so many reactions like elimination reactions, substitution reactions, oxymercuration reactions, addition reactions, in that, or hydroboration reactions, like those comes under this topic. So for those reactions we need to study the proper stereochemistry of the cyclohexane system. Now the thing is, now you know the above the plane bonds, below the plane bonds. So now whatever given, now the thing is you have to draw this flat conformer of cyclohexane, substituted cyclohexane, into their chair conformation. So now we will learn how to draw this 1,1-dimethyl cyclohexane flat conformer to its chair conformers. Okay, so where these methyl groups will come pointing above or pointing below, in axial or in equatorial, that we will see now how to draw those form. So now next one, in this case one is pointing above the plane, one is pointing below the plane. Now the next molecule is cis 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane. So this is also very interesting compound to study in next chapter, different reactions of those compound. After addition reaction to cyclohexane, we will get 1,2-disubstituted cyclohexane and so on. So now how to draw the cis 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane to their chair form. So now one more thing, trans 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane to their, how to draw that one in chair conformation, and which one is more stable, whether cis conformer of 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane is more stable or trans 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane compound is more stable. So we will study one by one all these points in this video. Okay, so now we will shift to how to draw the wedge and dash line in chair conformations. Okay, so this is our first task, to learn how to draw above the plane methyl groups in chair conformation and below the plane methyl groups which is present in flat conformer or cyclohexane, that one how to draw in the chair. Okay, so here I have drawn the one molecule with all methyl groups, 6 methyl groups, which are present in cis manner to each other. Okay, they are cis to each other. So all methyl groups are cis to each other. I have given number to all those carbon atoms, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so now we will see how to draw them in chair conformations. Now we will try, so which are the above the plane and which are the below the plane. So you can simply draw first your chair conformer. So try to draw a proper chair conformer and try to make practice to try to draw the proper chair conformer. So pay attention whenever you are drawing the chair conformer. So these two bonds should not be just behind with each other, otherwise it's giving more complications to draw the methyl groups which are axial, pointing from this carbon atom in upward direction. So these two methyl groups also, they shouldn't be next to each other, so there should be some distance in between these two carbon atoms. So now we will number them. So I will consider this one first number, so second carbon atom, third, fourth one, fifth one, and this one is the sixth one. Now we will try to draw the methyl groups which is present above the plane of the paper. Now you can consider these carbon atom, this 5 6 carbon carbon single bond and 3 2 carbon carbon single bond. Okay, so carbon number 5 and carbon number 6 and carbon number 3 and carbon number 2. So now so the bond C5 and C6 and C2 and C3, they are eclipsing to each other. Okay, they are eclipsed to each other. That means they are just back to each other. Okay, so these two bonds, they are eclipsed to each other. And now we will try to draw the all methyl groups which is present above the plane of the paper in this chair conformer. So all methyl groups present, so we have drawn 1 2 3 4 5. Now we will go for first methyl group which is present above the plane of the paper. So now here you can consider this is the plane of the paper. Okay, it's not possible to show with model here, but at least we will consider this is the plane of the paper. Now we have to draw the first methyl group at this first carbon atom which is above the plane of the paper. So now I will draw. So you have to consider the above the plane of the paper, so it should be pointing above the plane of the paper. So first methyl group which is above the plane of the paper. Okay, so this becomes axial. This is axial. Now we will go for second methyl group to draw here at the second position, second carbon atom. So now second methyl group, it should be in equatorial manner. Okay, so we have to draw above the plane of the paper. So here is the plane, so that one is not exactly above the plane of the paper like this axial methyl groups, but at least that one is pointing above the plane of, that is, it's showing direction to above the plane of the paper. If you will draw, maybe if you will draw for example like this here methyl group at the second position, that will not, you cannot say that one is above the plane of, that will, you can say that one is the below the plane of the paper. Okay, this is the plane and that one is the below the plane of the paper. So second methyl group, it becomes equatorial. Okay, so here also you can write this becomes axial, this second position becomes equatorial. Now we will go for the third methyl group at here to draw which is above the plane of the paper. So now here third methyl group which is above the plane, here you can say here if we can draw either equatorial or axial. So equatorial if you will draw, that will be the below the plane. So now here if it is above the plane of the paper, so simply that will become axial methyl group. Okay, so again third position methyl group which is becomes axial. So right here axial. So now we'll go for the fourth position methyl group which is above the plane. So fourth position methyl group which is above the plane, axial methyl group, equatorial methyl group. So equatorial, fourth one. So right one here also, this one is equatorial. So now the fifth position methyl group, it should be axial, means we have to draw in this way. So axial methyl. Okay, and above the plane. So here also you can draw the fifth position methyl group is axial, right down here axial. Now the remaining is sixth position methyl group. We will come over here. So now sixth position methyl group, as definitely that one is will not go below this plane, so it will come above the plane of the paper. So we have to draw this one in this way, equatorial methyl group. So this is equatorial methyl group. Now if you will pay attention for the different methyl groups present in the cyclohexane system, so if you will see carefully, the three methyl groups, they comes in axial fashion. 3 methyl groups, they are axial, and the remaining 3 methyl groups at the position of second, at the position of fourth, at the position of sixth, they are equatorial. Okay, so in all, if you will consider all 6 methyl groups which are cis to each other, all these are cis to each other, but out of them 3 methyl groups, they are axial, and remaining 3 methyl groups, they are equatorial. So here also you can say axial methyl groups, 3 axial methyl groups, at the position number 1, 3rd and 5th, they are axial. So here also you can see 1, 3rd and 5th, they are axial. The same is here. Okay, so 1, 3rd and 5th, they are axial. 1, 3rd and 5th, they are axial, and the remaining 2nd, 4th and 6th, they are equatorial. So 2nd, 4th and 6th, they are equatorial. Here also the same, the 2nd position, 4th position and 6th position, they are equatorial to each other. So in this way you can draw the axial methyl groups on the cyclohexane system. Now we will see the next one, how to draw the different conformation of below the plane methyl groups. Okay, these are the below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, all these are the below the plane. Okay, so we have to draw below the plane methyl groups. So we will draw very nicely first the cyclohexane system. Okay, we'll number them: first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Okay, so now we have to draw all these methyl groups which are below the plane. So first one, we will see this one below the plane. So we have to draw below the plane. First we can draw the plane of the paper. Consider this one is the plane of the paper. Okay, so first one, as that one is below the plane of the paper, consider that one, it won't pointing above the plane. We have to draw below the plane, so it must be the equatorial. So first one becomes equatorial. So write down here also, this is equatorial. Now we will go for second methyl group. Okay, second methyl group here, so below the plane. So this is the plane. Now if we will draw like this, it will look like it is present above the plane, so it's very obvious it will go below the plane. Okay, so second will go at axial position, and this one is the below the plane of the paper. Okay, so below the plane, second one, so here I will write axial. Now we will go for third one. Okay, so third one below the plane. So as we cannot draw axial, it will appears as a above the plane. So the another option is we have to draw this one is equatorial, CH3. So this becomes equatorial. So right here this one becomes equatorial. Okay, now the fourth point below the plane. So fourth point below the plane, it's simply it will becomes axial. So this is become axial. Here you can write axial. Okay, both are So now the next one, the fifth one below the plane. So simply we cannot go for here like this will be above the plane, so simply the another option is equatorial methyl group CH3 equatorial. Okay, right over here also this is equatorial. Now sixth one, sixth methyl group which is present below the plane of the paper. Okay, sixth one, remaining one is sixth one. So only two options, either equatorial or axial. So as below the plane we have to show, so it should be axial, below the plane axial. Okay, so write down over here also this is axial. So okay, so go step by step and number them properly, and then you can get the proper stereochemistry. You can go for proper stereochemistry, you can write it very well. So now circle how many of the methyl groups they are axial. So you can see the methyl group at second, the methyl group at fourth position, and methyl group at the sixth position, they are axial. Okay, so mark them here also. The methyl group at second position, they should have get match. Okay, the methyl group at fourth position and methyl group at sixth position, they are axial. And the remaining methyl group at first position, methyl group at second position, and methyl group at fifth position, they are equatorial. Check out over here whether methyl group at first position, is it equatorial? Yes, it is. Methyl group at third position, is it equatorial? Yes, it is. And methyl group at fifth position, is that one equatorial? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is the way of writing the cyclohexane conformation below the plane of the paper. All these are all these methyl groups, they are cis to each other. Okay, all these methyl groups. Okay, so whatever they are in, all these are cis to each other. Okay, all these methyl groups cis to each other. In above manner also, all these methyl groups which is present above the plane of the paper, they are cis to each other.